Well, hello and welcome to day 4 at the 11th Women's European Handball Championships, jointly hosted by Hungary and Croatia. Paul Bray here with you for this match between the co-host Croatia and Germany. Well, earlier today in a stunning match, Sweden snatched a draw right at the death against the Netherlands, 30-all, and it means both those teams sit at the top on 3 points. Croatia and Germany are now battling it out for survival and to go through to the main round. The loser here, their competition is over with a match to spare. A draw, on the other hand, will keep the group wide open until the final day in 2 days' time, when Germany will face Sweden and Croatia will face the Netherlands. First out then, it's Germany. Well, they started brightly in their opening match against the Netherlands, going 4 goals up, but it all fell apart after that. The second half, just a disaster, and they ended up losing 29-26 to the Dutch. This is the tightest group of all of them here in these European Championships. All the teams pretty much on the same level. We knew it was going to be difficult. There are the Croatians. They were undone on the opening day by the fast pace and creativity of the Swedish team, going down 28-30. No margin for error for either team here today. Croatian team being introduced to the crowd here. Well, the Croatians have a bone to pick with Germany, because 2 years ago at Euro 2012 in Serbia, a last-second save by Katja Schultz saw Germany go through to the main round at the expense of the Croatians. 10 Croatians remain from the team that played that match, but they were, of course, without the injured Penezic and Tatari and the unavailable Horvat. Now at full strength, it's payback time, and the crowd expect nothing else here today. Left back Penezic was their MVP in the first game with 6 goals, but Tatari was inspirational in the centre, repeatedly finding Jezic and Milanovic Litre on the line, while the left wing Zebic was also on great form with 6 goals. Worth mentioning that both goalkeepers had good days. Zderic 7 saves, Jelcic 9. So can Croatia put behind them that huge disappointment they had on the opening day, going down to Sweden? For both teams know the stakes are high. So the crowd still filtering into their seats. There's the Croatian bench, Vladimir Kanjuga on the left of the picture at the end of the line. Looks deep in his own thoughts at the moment, actually. There are the referees for the match here today. They'll be reintroduced shortly. They are from Romania, Diana Florescu and Ana Maria Stoia on the right. But we have just the small matter of introducing the German team. So the Germans started the tournament without either of their regular right backs, Susanne Müller, who picked up a late injury, together with Isabel Klein. It's a complete repeat of what happened at the Euro 2012, when both players went out in the run-up to the competitions as well. But the good news is that Müller has been declared fit. She flew in yesterday to join the team. It's a welcome boost after their disappointing defeat on Monday. Minevskaya did sterling work covering the right-back position and scored 5 goals, while playmaker Nadzjanavicius contributed 6. Left-back Nagornaya, though, proved expensive with 3 from 9, as did Steinbach with 4 from 10. But it was the goalkeeper Voltering who stood out with 16 saves. Still wasn't enough, though, to save her team. Did a captain's innings. But the defence wasn't there to help her a great deal on that occasion. Well, they've been here before, as we mentioned, that match 2 years ago, when it was exactly the same situation. Whoever lost that was going to go out of the competition at the preliminary stages. It's just that this match is being played a day earlier than maybe we expected. There is the German bench. On the right-hand side of the lineup there is Heine Jensen, the Danish coach of the German team, just 37 years of age. Took over from Armin Emmerich in 2011 after Germany had finished a disappointing 17th at the World Championships that year. The table officials being introduced. At the far end, Viktor Konopliasti of the Ukraine and Helmut Wille near us in the suit from Austria. So the formalities are done, and now we shall have the national anthems, starting with Croatia. Croatian men's team coach there, Goluza, amongst the crowd watching, and now the anthem of Germany. So the anthem's over and the teams will wheel around. They've played 8 times in official competition, Croatia winning just the once. So there are the referees then being introduced formally. Diana Florescu on the left and Anna Maria Stoja on the right. Hugely experienced pairing. First major competition for them was the European Championships in 2010. So here is the lineup then for Croatia. It should be a strong lineup at the back with Tatari in the centre, Penezic at left back, Horvat on the right, while Zebic and Gace should start on the wing. The effective Milanovic Litre should be on the line. And with Zderic and Jelcic playing well in goal on Monday, difficult to call between the two of them as to who would start. For Germany, well, with the return of Müller, she should start at right back with Naidzevicius in the centre. Minevskaya can then revert back to her favoured left back position. Zap most likely to start on the right wing, while Geska is a given, since she's the only left winger in the squad, with Althaus most likely on the line, and Voltering, of course, in goal after her great performance 2 days ago. Although that said, Katja Schulk, the other goalkeeper, was the one who spoiled Croatia's party 2 years ago. There is the Croatian captain, Tatari. Played a cracking first game 2 days ago. 119 internationals, 342 goals. Susanne Müller, number 22, the welcome return. 1m86. She is a veteran of 77 internationals for Germany, 260 goals for her country. While Penezic, so much expected of the 29-year-old, who scored 527 goals in 128 internationals for Croatia, 6 in the opening match. And there's Anja Althaus, the 32-year-old line plays for Vardar. So it is Croatia in the all-white strip who get the match underway, playing from left to right. Germany today in the all-black strip. 6-0 defense by Germany. Penezic looking to go through. She's quickly picked up by Althaus, who looks absolutely pumped up for the occasion. Horvat at right back. And mistake. Ball goes out of play. Unusually so with Tatari. Looking for the line, nowhere near Althaus. Point-blank shot. And first goal goes to Milanovic Litre. Lovely quick feed into her. The defense slow to close her down, and they paid the price. The last good save. Marta Zderic plays for Budućnost. Ironically, where she is teammates with the German goalkeeper Clara Woltering. She is making that first save of the game. Although the Germans, maybe psychologically, have decided to put Katja Schulk, the 30-year-old Leipzig keeper, in goal. She, of course, made that last second save 2 years ago at Euro 2012 that took Croatia out of the competition. Into the line, well stolen. And Müller knocking the ball away just in time. She's defending second in from the right-hand side, hanging on to the line player for dear life. Looking to hand the ball off, but some barging on the line, and it's possession over to Germany. 2.5 minutes played, it's still only 1-0. Germany level it. Heine Jensen's happy with that. Nagornaya, 26-year-old who plays for Thüringen, German champions, makes it 1-1. The last Croatian victory was a European Championship playoff in 2000, 24-20 on that occasion, although they lost the return leg and didn't qualify. Nevertheless, though, that was their only win in official competition against the Germans. But they have home advantage here today. Good save by Schulk. Goes out to the side, it's a throw-in. German goalkeeper back in the team 2 months ago, after giving birth to a baby boy. Oh, lovely. Goalkeeper rooted to the ground. Penezic. And a little bit of pressure, but the Germans respond very quickly. Courtesy of Kerstin Verbold, another one of the Thüringen brigade. 2-2. So much at stake in this game. A draw leaves the group wide open. No one's guaranteed anything then until the final round of matches on Friday. Little handoff into the wing. That's nice. Decent angle for it as well. Lidia Horvat, the right back. That was the earlier goal though. Oh, there's a space inside. Whistle's gone. Basic, defense specialist number 29, and the referee has apologized, turned straight away and apologized to the bench. Blew too quick. Ironically, just as Geschke was finding a way through. So now it's Zavicius at left back. They've actually started with Verbold in the centre. Number 31 for Germany. Here she comes. Looks for the line. Oh, brilliant. Roof of the net. Great service, though. Acknowledged by Huber, who'd come round from the wing. No one picked her up. It's unbelievable that for Germany they lost both their left-handed right backs, Susanne Müller and Isabel Klein, in the run-up to this competition, just as they did 2 years ago. It's such a relief to them that Susanne Müller is back, though. That's nice by Penisic. 29-year-old who plays for Vardar in Macedonia. And she's actually teammates with the German line player Althaus, and also Zebic, the Croatian left winger. So just over 5 minutes played. It's 4-3 to Croatia. Verbold, not a tall line player, just 170. That's nicely done, and Althaus operating very wide all the time. She stays there, and it's the winger who comes around inside into the middle. And it paid dividends. The whole defence moved in, and while Tatari was worried about the outside, Althaus scored. 4-4. Penalty. It's Heine Jensen, Danish coach of the German team. Taking to 7th at the last European and World Championships. No mistake. Penisic scores and rather sportingly stays back to apologise to Schulk. I think very close to the face. Oof! Very close to the face. Penalty at the other end. Same position. Defending inside. Milanovic Litre, the 28-year-old who plays for Podravka. So a penalty to be taken by Svenja Huber. Oh, off the post. And picked up by the player who gave away the penalty, Milanovic Litre. Score remains 5-4, 7.5 minutes played here in this do-or-die match. Lidia Horvat back in again. Milanovic Litre trying to flatten in front of Penisic. They're all trying to flatten a space for her. No way through, they'll come back again. Horvat held up by Anna Müller. Penisic tries to go through, that won't count. Bundled over, they might say, well, they were defending inside the area, but it's only given as a free throw. Horvat, oh! An awkward deflection. Schulk did so well to respond to that. Long-range shot by Nadia Nadgornaya, the 26-year-old from Thüringen. Not particularly well placed, and another fine save by Schulke. Only came on for a penalty in their first game, Schulke. Voltering making 16 saves. In fact, she was MVP in their defeat on the opening day. Oof. Casual pass, nearly given away by Verbold. Gace raced out for that. Zavicius then still at the left back. The question, of course, is to what extent is Susanne Müller fit? Nicely done, Althaus. So tightly marked, but she managed to steal the ball and turn. She's a real fighter. 5-all. Quick response, clock stopped, but it's going to be a 2-minute suspension and a penalty as well. Let's wait and see Tatari. There's the goal by Althaus. She beats Zderic, and there is the foul. She did seem to get a slap on the way through. It's Anne Muller who seems to be the player who caught her, and she's got a 2-minute suspension. So power play for Croatia. Well, Germany being bold here, despite being short-handed, they've pushed right up. It's a 4-1 defense with Nagornaya at the front. Well, Penisic finding a lot of space to come forwards, and in fact Althaus seems to be looking to the bench and going, well, what do you expect? If you want to play a deep defense, I can't cover two. She's got the line player going past her. Verbold tried to run in, but it was nowhere near the shooter. 6-5, 10 minutes play. Still 1 minute and 20 seconds on the power play. Germany playing without a line player for the time being. Poor pass. It's all going sideways at the moment. The referees are going to put the arm up soon. Solid defending by Croatia. These teams fighting for their survival in the competition. Oof. Trying the long-range shot. A little bit optimistic. Long pass. Not a great pass. It was so lobbed that it forced her right deep into the corner before she could turn and come back and shoot. Didn't really help Maja Zebic. Player got married earlier this year. Sokac, but for the moment is the married name. Sticking with Zebic, as we see her attempt to control that rather ballooned pass. Well, that's more like it. That's what the jump shot should look like. Comes courtesy of Susanne Müller. Her first in the competition. As Germany are back to full strength again. There's Anne Müller, her namesake. Being used in defence, but we seem to have a serious injury to Tatari. Let's have a quick... Oh, her knee goes... Oh, that does not look good. Her left knee buckled. Anxious moments. The hall has gone dead quiet. She is in absolute agony, and that is terrible news for Croatia, and more so for Miranda Tatari, who missed the European Championships 2 years ago because of a torn knee ligament. Her ACL went. Kanuga remonstrating on the bench, but I'm afraid this could be very, very bad news, and what a loss she would be to the team. They're going to help her off, but she looks in some distress. Sporting applause from the crowd, but you see it again here, the knee buckles, it turns inside. The interior ligaments, I suspect. Oh dear, what a sad sight. It's quite distressing. They'll need to put her in a bit more of a comfortable position, maybe on the ground at the back. Well, we turn back to the match, but we wish Miranda Tatari well, but I must say it's not looking great for her. But meanwhile, here on court, it's 6-all, coming up to 12 minutes played. A poor pass from the German team. Whistle's already gone for a foul by Gace. With Tatari off, then it may mean that Kristina Eles will come in, the 27-year-old from Podravka. Very experienced, but Tatari has been a real motor to this attack. Oh, just inside the post. Clipped it and just stayed in. Kim Nadzinavičius, the 23-year-old from Bayer Leverkusen. Very well placed. Penisic didn't quite get up to her. Germany edge ahead. You have to hope that Tatari's injury hasn't also thrown the players, and I'm afraid that her continued participation in the match and the tournament looks compromised. So, as expected, Eles has replaced Tatari in the centre. Bit of an angle there, but Schulk covers it well. Not a particularly well taken shot. 13 minutes in, 7-6. Schulk making her 5th save from 11 shots, and Kanyuga can't believe it. Verbold has now drifted into the left-back position. Müller, Verbold had to struggle to get to that one. She started running too late. Fell onto it, looking for the line. That was a nice pass in by Susanne Müller, who plays a club handball for Giorieto, the Hungarian champions and indeed Champions League winners. Shot straight down the middle, a comfortable save for the keeper. Croatia break. Too many steps, got away with it. It was Sonja Basic, right back, used often only in defence, then she's going off now. Father, very famous goalkeeper in the then Yugoslav team, and then that won gold at the Olympics in 1984, played again at the Olympics in 88. Mirko Basic. I remember watching him and being in awe of him. Meanwhile, back here, Gace brought down, gets a free throw for Croatia. Geške, meanwhile, has picked up a yellow card, the winger. That's nice, right into the bottom corner. Penezic. 7-all. Gets away from a marker. 5 from 5. Impressive, but a very quick response from Germany at the other end, as Angie Geške puts Germany back in front again. Midway through the first half, then Germany just lead Croatia 8-7. Croatians forced into a change in the centre with Tatari's injury. Eles is playing there now. Saved. Play on, say the referees, and Schulke makes a 6th save of the match. Verbold. Nadzevicius. Be a bit of a push there, but nothing given by the referees, and the Germans are trying to stream back and cover. They don't get back quick enough as Penezic lets rip with a cannon shot. Straight over the head of the goalkeeper. So they've changed the line player now. Müller. Anne Müller has replaced Althaus. Trying to break ground, release the ball into the wing. She's managed it. Beautiful lob. Scored by Huber, her second. Clearly happier shooting from the wing than her jump shot earlier. 1m68, the winger. Germany edge in front once more. The last match 2 years ago at that European Championship that we were mentioning earlier, 17-16 the final score, very much a game of defense, low scoring. But the tension was there throughout. Basic knocked away. Oh, poor pass. And, well, I think the pain's still bad, but the emotion's now getting to her. Understandably, it's home championship, and Tatari, the 31-year-old, this could well be her last opportunity with this generation in the Croatian national team. Meanwhile, on court, the goods delivered this time by Lidija Horvat, who plays for the champions Lokomotiva Zagreb. 9-all. that shot and a foul on her, and she is pushed sideways. Jezic picking up a yellow card in the process. Naidzavicius back into Verbold. Muller, oh, just inside the post, and frustration for the keepers. Deric, her second of the game, showing why they missed her so much in that opening match. So in the center, LS trying to control things. Handoff as and again Anne Muller. She does have this clumsy style about her. Caught her very high as she came round Zebic and gets herself a 2-minute suspension. Anne Muller, who got 2-2-minute suspension in their opening game. She's got 2 here already in the first half. Bounced it a little too hard, but gets a free throw. It's Misijevic. It's a free throw again. Good defending this time, maybe looking for a little bit more. It's interesting that at this point, Kamila Misijevic is just 20. She's only got 4 internationals to her name. Coming in for Penezic, he's getting a bit of a break on the bench. Althaus, meanwhile, has resumed duty with Anne Muller being sent off. Well blocked, Verbold getting in the way. Still a throw in though, but passive play being called against Croatia. They need a quick shot. Misijevic, oh, she does it. Her first goal in a major competition for Croatia. And Schulk looked almost pedestrian in that save, just stood there and watched the ball go by. So still 30 seconds on the power play for Croatia. With 20 minutes into the game, it's 10-all. Just trying to put the ball back across, but just couldn't control it. Oof, was that an attacking foul? Basic has been given the decision, I think, but in fairness, I think that the German player Naidzavicius got herself into a good block situation, waited for the collision. Was unlucky not to get the attacking foul. Seconds before Germany back to full strength again. It's interesting that while they were short-handed, he didn't Kanuga get tempted to put Penezic back on again. That's gone nicely in though. Jana Maric. Actually plays a club handball in Germany for Bietigheim. And Croatia are leading. So Germany at full strength again, and Anne Muller has resumed on the line. I'm wondering also why Minevskaya hasn't come on. Top scorer in the German Bundesliga, the German number 14. Heine Jensen obviously has his plan. She scored 81 goals in the German Bundesliga this year, 38 of them penalties. She's way ahead of the second top scorer, who's on 63, and yet hasn't seen action in this critical game yet. Maybe cleverly saving her for the right moment. Oh, well, she's got herself going now, Misijevic, but that one is pushed away by Schulk. Just got a leg down to it. Kanuga remonstrating with them as Schulk comes across for a quick word with Clara Woltering, the captain who got promoted to that role a couple of years back when Isabel Klein was injured, and has been the key motivator for the team ever since. Free throw. We got a bit of an injury there after that clash with LS. Have a look, Geshka. They don't want to have her injured. She's the only left winger they've got in the team. Here's a chance for the players to catch up, and Kanyuga goes across to Tatari, who is in tears, and it's such a sad sight. She's an incredible player, but she's had that problem before, and there'll be a weakness there. Geshka is up and dead leg, I suspect. She'll feel that more when she cools down. She's still obviously uncomfortable, Geshka, in the bottom left of the picture. Little handoff. Looking to Verbold, looks for the line. Muller's not free. Ah, yes, Suzanne Muller. Good save. They'll come back for the free throw, though, will they? Or is it a throw-in? The free throw, and with passive play being warned. Looked like it was going to be Suzanne Muller. They get another one. No, they don't. Clock's run down on them now. Referees give possession to Croatia. Bit of space there. Good reaction by Schulk. %45% save rate for Schulk. It was the 5th turnover. Oh, it's a clever pass, but Ann Muller reacted late, but to some extent, because Misijevic was holding onto her shirt, gets a free throw. Well, we were just talking about her, and here she is, number 14 for Germany, Ksenia Minevskaya, 22-year-old. Top scorer by a long way in the German Bundesliga. She plays for Metzingen. Currently 3rd. Scored 5 in the first game, the German number 14. Verbold has now moved to the right back position. Suzanne Muller again looks there, and dispossessed. Trying to force the ball into the line, Suzanne Muller. Doesn't work the second time round either. Bit of confusion on the line as LS wants to come off, but gets sent back on again, and Basic instead is taken off. 6 minutes remaining. Gace on the right wing. Basic, is it Maric rather, had right back position, playing in her first major competition, although has played 26 times for Croatia. Oh, that's well done! Crowd are enjoying that. Well, she had nowhere to go. She was drifting sideways, Nagornaya, and happy to get the free throw when the door was closed on her. 2-goal lead for Croatia. Coming up to 7 minutes since Germany scored their last goal. A goal that took them 10-9 up. And they're now 10-12 down with 5 minutes remaining in the first half. Althaus back on the line. Minevskaya, as soon as she comes around the centre, the defence pushes up on her. In the end, they try a bit of a desperate long-range effort, and the defence is working extremely well for Croatia. Very mobile, they're pushing up constantly on the back players, and in the end, it brings almost a desperate attempt by Verbold. Not a real challenge for Marta Zderic, the Budućnost goalkeeper. Looking for the line, brilliant. It's a penalty anyway. That was good play, Jezic. He's a cool customer. Nice ball into her. And Heine Jensen, who I must say did look very tired and drawn a couple of days ago, still does now. Penezic. Bitschulk. And it's a 3-goal lead with 4 minutes remaining in the first half. Second penalty scored. Skaya. Team timeout has been called by Heine Jensen for Germany as they slowly lose their footing here. They've conceded 4 goals without reply. Judge needs to marshal his players.
Wir müssen mehr aus der Bewegung kommen. Denkt dran, wir wollen immer wieder hier die Lücken 1-2 anstoßen, so dass wir hier breit. Wenn die Neuen hier stehen, wollen wir sie gerne attackieren. Im 1-1. Jetzt gehen wir wieder zurück. Dort, wo wir angefangen haben. Einer geht breit auf Außen und dann fangen wir da an mit Svenja geht rüber und dann fangen wir von dort an, okay? Hinten in der Abwehr.
Leute, wir stehen weiter ganz eng, okay? Und helfen uns gegenseitig. Wenn wir am Gegner sind, attackieren wir richtig, dass wir Freiwürfe kriegen. Helft euch Gegner vorne, seid aggressiv. Los, Leute!
A tactical call really, but that's the play they've had so far.
Došla ova Ukrajinka, šta je već, dobra je u prolazu i tom sunožnom skok šutu, budi agresivna na nju. Stisnite tu sredinu, krila nisu ušla. Žao mi je sad u igri, sad budete plitko. Pogotovo ako ulazi.
Žani, Jačić više vantilo sam.
I samo, ako lopta je na pivota, onda Žami mora stiskat tamo dvojka kike i da ovdje Geti.
Samo ja!
Ball nearly stolen by Jezic. It's gone out of play instead. Germany keep possession. It's come off the defender. The ball stays with Germany, and you can see how Althaus, as we said earlier, is sitting on the far side. She stays there as a block for the winger Huber to come around instead. First shot by Minevskaya, but she's bundled over. And it's a German throw. No rush for Zderic then. Caught in mid-air by Penezic. Well, it makes no odds as the second shot goes sailing over the crossbar, and we're into the 2.5 minutes before the half-time whistle. Beginning to look a bit more settled as the pressure comes off slightly for the Croatians with a 3-goal lead, and the Germans are struggling in attack to find solutions. Althaus nearly dispossessing Gaci. Penezic blocked by Ann Müller. Oh, long-range effort off the bar, comes back for Germany. Verbold. Nice height, oh, through the keeper's legs. Well, it all helps. Nagornaya. They needed that. They haven't scored for nearly 10 minutes. And Heine Jensen deep in thought. 1.5 minutes remaining. Croatia leading 13-11. In this must-win match for both teams. Wengo, whistle's gone already. Penezic has to come back. Leading the line goes Katarina Jezic. Comes out, drops back in again, trying to flatten the front of the defence, and it gives a little bit of space for Penezic, and it's enough. As we enter the last minute, Croatia go back 3 in front, 14-11, 84 kilometers an hour. 8 from 9, that's impressive shooting by Penezic. Germany taking their time now as Ann Müller goes off. Althaus back in on the attack. 30 seconds for Germany to pull one back here. Give themselves a bit less to do in the second half. Deep defense. Oh, brilliant pass. Althaus scores, 16 seconds to go, 3 from 3 for the line player. But look at the pass into her, looking the other way. Susanne Müller, the provider. Team timeout, Croatia. Now we're listening in just a second.
Dobro! Čavi, ti se zaleti! Keti, stani tamo između 2 i 3. I penka, i
Samo
cross!
pazi na sjet, tako je, da, ajde.
Cross!
Ajde! Iznad 3! Hrvatska!
Wenn Sie hier mit Ungarn wieder spielen, dann ist es wichtig, dass wir die Übergangsspielerin weiter schieben, so dass eine im Mittelblock nach vorne kommen kann. Die letzte Male ist Pelicic viel zu dick rangekommen und kann von 9 Meter ungestört hochspringen. Da muss,
Kann sie die direkt nehmen? Ja, wir sehen, was kommt. Alle nimmt sie direkt jetzt.
wenn Ungarn kommt, dann nimmst du die gleich weg. Und dann denk dran, Laufweg stoppen und nicht hinten dranhängen. Mädels, 17 Sekunden, kein Tor.
Seconds to go. Oh, saved by Schulke, and it may even give a quick break chance for Germany. She's done it on the buzzer. Well, Croatia tried to increase the lead, took a shot. You'd have thought there wasn't enough time left, but the save by Schulke and a quick pass out to Huber. How quick fortunes change. She got the ball, brilliant long pass, and the winger has reduced the deficit to 1. Oh, Tatari will be helped off, and oh, the agony. Such a sad sight. I can't say it enough. It's quite distressing, but so half-time here in this crucial game. Croatia lead Germany 14-13. We'll take a short break, but join us again in just a few moments for the second half. Welcome back to the Varaždin Arena in the north of Croatia. Half-time here in this crucial match between Croatia and Germany. The winner goes through to the main round. The loser is out even before the last match is played in the preliminary stages. Wake that man up, please. They've shown him so often. He's going to miss the second half. He's become a cause célèbre here in the arena. Well, the first half marked rather by the sad departure of Miranda Tatari, the captain of Croatia, whose knee ligaments do appear to be the problem. For Germany, Schulk has been imperial in goal, 10 saves, 42% save rate, Althaus scoring 3 from 3. But for Croatia, Penezic has had an impressive first half with 8 goals from 10 attempts. So we're just about ready to get this second half underway. Lots of experience in the German team. They're going to need every ounce of it now in this second half. Althaus waiting in the second, the most experienced of them. 232 internationals, the German number 20. 507 goals for her country. Ironically, the next most experienced, Anna Löper, the playmaker with 195 internationals, has yet to make an appearance in the match. I'm just waiting for the clock to run down. They've got to keep to exact scheduling. The ball there absolutely covered in resin, as was always the case. Althaus trying to look composed as the crowd get impatient here. They want this match going. They want to find out who's going through. More to the point, they want Croatia to go through. But it's so finely balanced. Croatia could have had a 3-goal lead at the end of the first half. Instead, Schulk made a great save and Germany got within 1. Oh, he's with it again now. Welcome back. So here we go then. Germany throw off the second half. No change on the playmaker. They're still going to rely on Verbold. Susanne Müller. In reality, they're only left-handed right back. Oh! Push as she went through, but she somehow managed to keep her composure, and Verbold scores her second. And right at the beginning of the second half, it's all square. Penezic comes around, 8 goals already in the first half. Penezic, who's played 128 times for her country, 527 goals, a phenomenal record. So Basic, right back normally, he's gone into the centre, now into the left back position. This is all very interesting. There she is. Looking for the line, but Althaus had already pulled her back. And so it'll be a free throw. Jezic fouled, but passive play is being called at the moment. Penezic! Oh, over the top. Verbold takes it. They're trying to bring up play right behind the retreating Croatians, but they got themselves settled very quickly. So, for the moment at least, Minevskaya not being used in defence. Being substituted instead by Nadgornaya. Oh! Sent the keeper the wrong way. That's nicely done. 22-year-old Minevskaya. Actually born in Minsk. Germany edged in front. It has been a very close run first half. Never more than 2 goals in it from either side. Quick switch back, but Penezic closely marked by Anne Müller. She's got a bit of space now. And Althaus, he had a tussle earlier with Jezic. Catches the attention of the referee this time and gets a 2-minute suspension. Helps Jezic to the ground, but doesn't impress the referees very much. So a power play for Croatia. Basic has gone back into the centre, giving Penezic, say, the left-back position. Tend to cross over and do the double cross. Oh, well, the pass to the line was never on. It was always going to be intercepted, but ironically, the interception bounced straight back to her and gives Basic an easy opportunity from point-blank range, and even the on-form Schulk can do nothing about that. It's all square again, 3 minutes into the second half. Oof. Trying to release the ball, but I'm not sure Verbal could actually get a hand away. She slipped on the floor. A little bit of help maybe by Christina Eiles. In the centre there, at the bottom, coach of the men's Croatian team, Goluža. Little handoff, Minevskaya. Müller, Verbal tries to go through, good defending, covering all the gaps, but in the end they gave too much space and Müller just helps herself. Almost a soft shot in a way, her third goal of the game. No one came up to her. And Zderic went the wrong way. So despite being short-handed, Germany go back in front again. Penezic, nicely done, Basic, oh, unlucky! Schulk nearly saved it, but Basic gets her second goal. Schulk, so competitive, hates letting the goals in, but especially when you've got what feels like enough of your body behind it, could only deflect it downwards and back into her own goal. It's all square again, 16-all. We are back to full strength again now, Germany, as Althaus goes in on the line, the hugely experienced German player. Free throw, Minevskaya goes down. Minevskaya, who played at the World Championships with Germany last year when they finished 7th. Oof, clips the bar. 47 goals she scored as she runs off there in 29 appearances for Germany. 5 minutes in. Oh, Basic is on a run. Oh, over the top. Did all the hard work. Didn't quite apply herself on the finish. Oh, second jump, but she was pushed as she came in by Penezic. Given she's being used as a defense specialist, that wasn't too bad, Nagornaya, but what a defender, 193 goals in 57 internationals. An embarrassment of choices here, really, for the German team in terms of the experience. Verbal. Minevskaya looking for the line. Althaus is waiting here. Good defense by Penezic. She knew if she let her go that Verbal was going to go straight round where Althaus was blocking for her. She stayed with her. Clever play. Kanyuga feeling that maybe the Germans are being given too long. Passive play is being called now. Looking for the pass into the line. Good block by Jezic. Surely now it's got to be a direct shot. Müller comes off a defender, goes out of play, and it's a throw in to Germany. Still the passive play call. Good save. Picked up by Croatia. Zderic makes the 7th save. That's a good block. Jezic got it though. In the fumble, the decision is given to Croatia. slow build-up. Once more, Croatia have brought on Misijevic, just the 20-year-old number 9 at the bottom of the picture. Scored 1 goal already. Still in play. Gace puts it back in the centre. Ellis has moved into the left-back position. Misijevic tries to go through. Free throw again. Tall player, Misijevic, 1 m. There she is. Plays for Zamet. Penizic should get a free throw for that as well. There's hanging on her arm as she goes through. She's such a danger. 527 goals for her country. Plays a club handball in Macedonia though for Vardar. She's teammates, as we mentioned earlier, with not only Zebic but Althaus of Germany. Little handoff. Good defense again, pushes up, makes that pass to the middle awkward. Oh, defense opened up on this occasion. Zderic touched it, but it wasn't enough. And Geschke scores, the winger, finding a bit of space. Nice ball back into her by Müller. Eight minutes played, and after a bit of a dead patch scoring-wise, Germany get going again. There's confirmation, 4 minutes without a goal now, more than 4 minutes for Croatia. Just a bit of mopping required before they can get play going again. Jezic out and back in again. Into the line. Oh, brilliant play, Jezic, and it's going to be a 2-minute suspension. And she's picked up an injury in the process as well, Jezic. 17 all. Doctor's been called on. Look again, there's the pass into her. Oh, she takes a slap to the face as she's spinning around. There it is from Anne Müller. She's got to watch herself. She's already on 2-minute suspensions. So Jezic, who played for a while at Budućnost, but now plays for the champions Lokomotiva Zagreb. Played in a first major competition for Croatia 2 years ago at Euro 2012. Of course, Croatia didn't qualify for the World Championships last year. They were beaten by France in the qualifying matches, and that's not looking good either. She's taken a bit of a blow. Even Jean Briot, the president of the European Handball Federation, looking on a little concern. She's looking quite dazed. Sitting in from this angle. So Milanovic-Litre may need to come back into play again. Germany, meanwhile, have a 2-minute suspension. Well, if that's been given. Gornaya is the player who's been sent off. I'd say she's, let's have a look again, as that shot, Huber trying to shoot from a very closed angle, was always going to be a little bit optimistic with that. That goes wide, it'll be a free throw. It is Milanovic-Litre who's come back in again. Veteran of 88 internationals. But Gornaya going off has probably saved Anne Müller from a red card, because I think actually she was probably more to blame than Nagornaya. Milanovic-Litre drops back in again. Penizic. Penizic has got a bit of space, puts it back to Basic. Pass wasn't good enough there to try and open up on the wing. Got a free throw though. Ball stays with Croatia. Despite having the extra player, they seem to be struggling to find the opening. Oh, that's good play. Well, it was actually good defense to keep Milanovic-Litre out. Huber fighting for all she could at 1m68 against a 1m80 line player. But eventually they find the gap. And who else? Penezic. Look at the power she gets behind those shots. Schultz not too impressed, but the suspension will soon be over for Germany. They'll get back to full strength again. Penezic is on her 9th goal now, as Althaus ambles back in on the line. Huber. Susanne Müller. Poor shot though, easily read by the keeper. And now they've got to fall back quickly. Oh, what a shame. Poor pass, Misijevic couldn't pick it up. And they could have paid the price, but Zderic saves their blushes with a fine save. Oh, lovely goal. Basic, her 3rd. Opening up a little bit of daylight on the Germans now with a 2-goal lead. Dummies the pass and goes through. As Zderic celebrating that 10th save of the game. Minevskaya. Susanne Müller again. Minevskaya. Straight through, that was nicely done. Two players run on the cross, basically cut out the first one and give it to her. The defenders moved up on the first player, but just left the door open for the second. Even though Althaus's block had been overtaken by then, it was too late. Penezic tries to get free, immediately closed down by Müller and Verbold. Penezic. Only a free throw. Verbold plays for Thüringen. Good block. Oof. Nearly bounced awkwardly to go in the goal. Schulke reacting very late. Deflects it. But they'll come back anyway. Free throw. 13 minutes of the second half played. Basic. Passive play now being warned against the Croatians. Both defences playing so hard that both Germany and Croatia have been pulled up on passive play quite a few times now in this game. Both teams know the huge significance of this game. Penezic. Oh, off the woodwork, but in fact it came off the back, I think, so it's going to be a goalkeeper's throw. Went over the top of the goal and hit the metalwork just to the back. Jezic, we just saw her briefly sitting at the end of the line, not looking too comfortable, I must say. Geschke drops in on her wing. Hard-working winger, she's the only one they've got on the left-hand side, so breaks are somewhat ruled out in her case. Oh, well, there wasn't a lot of gap. It's given us defending inside the area, but was there space there at all? Bit of arguing by the Croatians going on, and Kanjugas picked himself a yellow card. Let's have a look again. Well, they were defending inside. They drove the defenders back. He thinks it was an attacking foul. Minevskaya. And she's leveled it. Third goal for her. Sends Zderic the wrong way. Kanjuga remonstrates with Basic. Ellis back on again, the playmaker. Pulled around, she gets a free throw. Midway through the second half. It's still all square here in Varaždin. Penezic, oh, great power, but again sails over the top, and she's just gone off the boil a little bit. 9 goals from 15 attempts now. All inside the area by Althaus, an easy giveaway. Just what Germany don't need, and Heine Jensen won't be too impressed from his most experienced player. So Croatia once more shut out for over 4 minutes. But then neither team is scoring highly anyway. This has really come down to a battle of defences in the second half. 11 goals in 16 minutes. Oh, goes wide. LS trying to find a way through the defence in desperation more than anything else. And Schulk's 12th save may have just touched it on the way through. Susanne Müller looks to the line, brilliant. Lovely pass, and Müller finishes off. Germany back in front by 1. And Müller, who plays for Leipzig, struggling in the German Bundesliga at the moment, down in 5th place. Really too many steps being caught out there. They've got to pull out Basic. Horvat back on again, number 13. Basic looks for the line, too closely marked. It's good defending. Althaus in front. She's got overtaken now, though. And when that happens, of course, you're struggling at the back with the line player, plus the back player coming through. And Penezic gets her 10th goal. Penalty. Defending inside the area. Verbold goes in and drives in the defence. Gornaya comes off for a quick chat with the coach. So, change the keeper. Ivana Jelčić comes in, the 34-year-old who plays for the champions Lokomotiva Zagreb, playing in her 5th European Championships, 203 internationals. She's going to need all the experience she's got as discussions going on between Jezic and Penezic, and we're trying to discuss what's going on here. We'll find out, rather, as we have a 2-minute suspension for Althaus. Well, we start to wonder if this hasn't been a faulty substitution at some point somewhere along the line. I'm not quite sure, or an argument with the referee. But either way, let's try and get back to the playing here. Minevskaya waiting to take it. And it could have been that they did a quick substitution as they were driving up and mistimed it. Meanwhile, though, Minevskaya scores, and Germany edge back in front through the legs of the keeper. But they now have a power play against them. Penezic, the wings free, huge angle there. They're just waiting for the opportunity, moving around and around until eventually Gatche had the space she needed. Big angle, difficult for Schulk to cover. All square once more, and Germany short-handed though still for a minute. Both the German line players are now on 2 2-minute suspensions. Gatche takes Verbold out. Bit of an adrenaline rush, I think. Handoff, that's nice. There you go again. They send it to a different player on the way round, but it was a comfortable save in the end for Jelcic off Minevskaya. Two players run around, and the Croatians probably know now that it's going to be the outer player who gets it. Either Suzanne Müller coming in from one side or Minevskaya from the other. Milanovic-Litre drops back in on the line. Penisic looks, there's no space there. Basic into the wing. Oof! Tried to go through herself, could have fed it into the wing. But Maric hits the side netting. 25-year-old who plays for Bietigheim in Germany. The teammates, though, in the German team here today. And goalkeeper efficiency, 37% for Schulk, 34% for mostly Zderic, but also Jelcic, who's now come in and made a save herself. Oh, a bit of space, too much space, in fact. Suzanne Müller, you just can't give her that amount of space. 1m86, takes off and hammers it in. It's a beautiful jump shot. So 10 minutes remaining. Absolutely nothing in it in this game. The loser will go out of the competition after the next match. If it's tied, the whole group goes down to the last day. Looking for the line. Touched the player's foot anyway, so it'll be a throw for Germany. Ball's loose. Free throw. Well, for Croatia, anxious moments. The very last thing they want is to go out of the competition on home soil. Misfired a bit. Their defence simply wasn't aggressive enough against Sweden. That's what it came down to in the end. Althaus. Free throw. Good defending by Croatia. Tries to turn back the other way, but held up by Basic. Oh, the gap's opened up. Oh, it's come off the post, nearly back off the goalkeeper. Jelcic just managed to hang on to it. No luck for Suzanne Müller. Oh, brilliant. Well, that's class. Penisic with her 11th goal. The crowd is celebrating. Well, hang on there. Still 8.5 minutes to go. It's all square. Not for long. Nat Gornaya with her third goal from 5 attempts. Gap opening up. Meanwhile, Althaus has a quick chat with the referee after the incident and saw her go down. I think more than anything else to ask her not to get quite so worked up. I'm afraid there's so much at stake here. Germany leading by 1. Penisic looks for the line. The line's Milanovic-Litre completely blanked out by Althaus. She had no option there. Misijevic rather has come in. That's gone wide. Jelcic bringing all her experience to bear here. Back on comes Minevskaya for Germany at the left-back position. Lerper just hasn't got a look in with Verbold covering the centre role for this match. Verbold. Oh, straight down the middle, blocked by the defence. They've stopped the play. because we've got an injury. Verbold has gone down heavily, holding her left ankle. And Germany can't afford any more injuries. There it is again. Oh, awkward fall. Jarring movement on the ankle. In addition to Isabel Klein, who injured her foot, in fact broke a bone in her foot on the 16th of November, playing an EHF Cup match for her club. They also have Jana Kraus, the goalkeeper, who had a recurrence of a knee problem, which took her out of the squad. That said, Woltering and Schulke have been absolutely faultless in this tournament, played brilliantly. And Hubinger not available either at right back, so it's really put pressure on them with all these injuries. They certainly can't afford to have another one, Verbold, going off, and it means that they may need to bring in either Löper or Naidzinovicius could play there as well. So Anna Müller is now pushing right up onto Penisic, who's being individually marked. Oh. Fumble, another double dribble. Heine Jensen anxious, pacing up and down. 6 minutes remaining. Turnovers roughly matched. Germany have had 7, 6 for Croatia. Team timeout, Germany. Well, the tension mounting here as the closing minutes approach. As you would expect, the main round place at stake.
Wenn die 26 drin ist, Rückraum rechts, dann gehen wir aus dem Spiel heraus. In Manndeckung, Anne, okay? Das heißt aber dann sofort, dass wir alle ganz eng zusammenschieben, die 5, die hinten bleiben. Ja. Und dann stürzen wir nicht, wir bleiben hinten. Linkshänderin über die Mitte und ansonsten zusammenbleiben, kein Einläufer, alles klar?
Vorne jetzt, Anja spielt Angriff. Svenja läuft und Svenja schnell vorbei. Scheni, du gehst auf die Mitte. Kerstin geht auf den halben. Susan, du guckst und Scheni, dann kommst du voll drauf in die Mitte, wenn Susan den weiterspielt. Du gehst und dann voll drauf in die Mitte.
Verbold very much part of that team timeout. Penisic having her views there as well. Didn't seem to be in total agreement with Kanyuga. So here we go again. Susanne Müller, Althaus being held all the way, free throw, and Kanyuga complaining. You can't really have much of a complaint. Zebic was patently holding the line player. Inevskaya has now moved into the center position. Into the wing, very close, over the head of the keeper. Got enough height. Nicely done. Geschke. And suddenly it's a 2-goal lead, and the pressure mounts on the hosts. Team timeout again, Croatia. He still has his timeouts to use it, and he's got one more in the last 5 minutes. He hasn't used his floating timeout yet.
Leute, die 26 im Spiel. Rückraum rechts. Wir warten die Spieler auf Außen, dann geht an in Manndeckung. Und die anderen 5 schieben schön zusammen. Beackert die können nichts mehr. Die können nichts mehr, Leute. Ihr müsst ihnen aber wehtun da hinten.
Well, Jezic is back in on the line now for Croatia. they need something really special. Misijevic, ironically, one of the least experienced players in the squad, is on number 9. Penezic, brilliant. Does what has to be done. 5 minutes remaining. She's got them back to within 1. Fabulous performance with 12 goals. And Müller, Althaus, defending inside the area. It's a penalty. Zebic frustrated. As soon as Althaus turned, they were in trouble. Minevskaya comes on to take it. There it is again. Penezic may have pushed forwards to intercept it. It's done now anyway. Oh, saved, is it? No, it's gone in. Unlucky for the keeper. Ivana Jelcic touches it. Fortune smiles on Minevskaya. It's a free throw. Kamila Misijevic pulled over by Nagornaya. Happy to give away the free throw and let the clock run down because the tension's going to get higher and higher, as likely will the mistakes. And there's one. LS gives possession away. 4 minutes to go. Germany with a 2-goal cushion. The average 89 internationals per player. Well, they're going to have to use that experience now, Germany, to try and run the clock down. But Kanyuga, he's got a headache. His team desperately need at least a draw that would keep the group open until the final matches. But defeat here and you're out of the competition. The last match is irrelevant. The problem is that if Germany win here now, they'll be on 2 points, Croatia on 0. Even if Croatia win their match, it'll mean that, and Germany lost on the last day, they'd both be on 2 points, and it'll come down to the result between the two teams. This one. Well, they've got the ball back now, 3 minutes to go. Croatia needs something special now. Penezic being individually marked by Ann Müller. Oh, and there's another mistake, and it's LS again. Fumbles the ball. A lifeline thrown to Heine Jensen and his players. LS can't believe it. She's going to have nightmares about these last few minutes. 2.5 minutes for Germany to hang on. A goal now and the pressure would well and truly be on Croatia. Free throw. Nearly finding a way through Verbold. Ankle clearly okay. Basic trying to marshal. Althaus runs the clock down. Two minutes to go. Oh, Susanne Müller scored, and is that going to be it? 3 goals. Surely it's too much now for Croatia. Five goals from 12. Not great efficiency for Susanne Müller, but at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. All you got to do is score more goals than the other team. Penezic still marked out. 1.5 minutes. Oh, and again, LS tries to take it on herself, shoots wide. And I'm afraid that it's going to be one of those matches to forget for Croatia. Captain Miranda Tatari going off injured early on with what looks like a serious knee injury. And then now the team about to lose this crucial game to Germany. They've got the ball back here, last minute. Need to release it. Oh, what a shame. They just held up a second there with the whistle. Penezic, well, she has stood out from the rest in this game. 13 for her. You can't fault her commitment. She has scored more than half Croatia's goals, and only 2 of those were penalties. Kanyuga staring defeat in the face. 25 seconds remaining, less now. Suzanne Müller looks for Althaus, who'll be very happy to take a free throw and let the clock run down. And Croatia are about to exit the European Championships on home soil. Team timeout for Germany. Althaus, a wry smile. She knows they've done enough. Huge disappointment for the co-hosts.
Hier raus und dann kommst du Enti und dann voll drauf, Jenny. Okay, das 2-Mann läuft.
Aber wenn ich auch weg und Jenny hat den Ball.
Ja, genau.
Nee, Anja hat den Ball.
Anja hat Ball.
Ich lauf weg hierher.
Genau, und dann kommt Enti. Dann spielst du Jenny. Dann spielst du Jenny und voll drauf.
Now the Croatians already back on court. Nothing to say. They're just waiting for the end. They want to put this behind them now. It'll just be for the honour when they play against the Netherlands on Friday. Nicely saved. It's a free throw, and that'll be it. The buzzer about to go, and they'll just take the free throw. And Germany have beaten Croatia 26-24. Bitter, bitter disappointment for Croatia. Germany will go through from this group with the Netherlands and Sweden. For Croatia, it's all over. Even before the end, beaten by Germany 26-24. A crushing blow for the Croatians. Losing Tatari didn't help. She's such a good organizer at the back, and Kanyuga remonstrates with the referees, but that will not change the result, I'm afraid. Germany got stuck in. It was very much on defense. They closed down the Croatians several times for 4 or 5 minutes, and although they only scored 1 or 2 goals, it was just enough to put the pressure on. Suzanne Müller, what a role she's played, flying in yesterday to join the team. 5 goals. Joint top scorer Minevskaya, who also scored 5, although more economical Minevskaya, but 3 of them were from the penalty line. For Croatia, commiserations. But you cannot fault Penezic with 13 goals. Fabulous performance. So the MVP awards being handed out, as is custom at the end. Well, there couldn't be anybody else to take it but Andrea Penezic. Second match running, but little to cheer, I'm afraid, as she receives her award from Miguel Roca. The faces of the players say it all on home soil when they expected so much. And for Germany, well, Katja Schuck, 13 saves, a 35% save rate. And she has proved to be the undoing of Croatia for the 2nd time in 2 European Championships. Helped by the 5 goals from Suzanne Müller and Minevskaya. Well, it's all decided before the end, but of course what we don't know is how many points these teams will take into the main round. That is all to be seen. Hugs from the teammates. Penezic, bitterly disappointed, 13 goals, and she still ends up on the losing side. You have to have huge sympathy. Our best wishes as well go out to the Croatian captain Miranda Tatari. And so Germany, after losing on the opening day, have resurrected their chances with a win against the host Croatia here in Varaždin, which sees them go through. Smiles all round. Croatia will have to lift their spirits, and this is how the group looks. The Netherlands and Sweden on top there with 3 points apiece. Germany now through with those 2 points, and Croatia sadly still sit at the bottom. Well, we hope you've enjoyed our coverage here. Thanks very much for watching. Tomorrow we are back in Hungary for the conclusions of Group A and B. We hope you can join us there for those matches, but until then, from me, Paul Bray, and all the team here at EHF TV, a very good night.